All right. All right. Looks like we're live. Sound looks good. How's it going, everybody? Time for another relaxing Sunday stream. Running a little bit later today. Woke up late. That 7-hour stream yesterday knocked me out a little bit. A little bit sore after that. That was a lot of fun. Now we get to do something much less active. Hi, Santiago. Good to see you. And good morning, Deborah. How are you? We're going. Actually, this is... I remember last time I did a Sunday stream on the SMP. It's exactly time to chill. And I wish I could tell you I made more progress on the. I mean, I have made some, but it's hard finding time and the energy to build stone. Essentially, these stone containers where we drain for draining water. I think one thing I want to do today. No. Let's fly out. Hey, Marty, good to see you. Good to see you. Let me give you the wrench. Something wrong with the connection? Doesn't seem like it, but could be wrong. Let me know if there's any buffering. Hey, Tom, how's it going, man? How's it going? One thing I want to do, I've been putting it off, but I think we're going to go. I need to set up my own, I want to set up my own portal to the nether. Right now we have a few over here. Let's see. You know, we got one up there, which is pretty close by, and there's another one over there in that direction that's close by. So I need to kind of be careful as far as where I put it. Now I think about it, I'm going to need to take some coordinates before I set out. Need some obsidian. So I'll need to go back to my other portal for this, because I'm going to be putting it here. I don't want to have to fly all the way over there to go to the nether to dry out my sponges. I could... COD with the boys last night. Hungover now. Sounds like a good time. I've been blessed by the almighty Davegar, yes. His spirit, his power gives you the ability to moderate people. Alright, now, let's see. There we go. It's time for math. Oh boy. Let me do some calculating. Some calculations. So, we have 12,092 divided by 8. That's 1511. So, type in 1511. Okay. And then the other one is going to be 886. Let's just do 888. We'll put it here. 888. Just for us. Because that sounds... I think I could actually do this math. 8,888 divided by 8. Wouldn't you know it? It's 1,111. Didn't even need the calculator for that one. But I still did it anyway. Doesn't hurt to... Never hurts to check your math when you're doing something that could potentially have disastrous consequences. Because I don't want it to link to any of these portals. That would be bad. It would be annoying to fix. Pretty mad at Activision, to be honest. Did you know you can't turn off the profanity filter for the text chat anymore? Really? Temporary unavailable. That's lame, man. This is one of the things that really annoys me about modern video games and like the internet. Ooh, I haven't seen Ryan's thing yet. That's cool. Let's take a look around here. His Gothic monument. Got some creepers on it. Why am I draining the ocean? An excellent question. Because after my work mining this area, not really. You should. Is everything lit up properly? I guess he did do the inside fine. So after draining the, doing all this work to clear out that single area for my turtle head, I basically came to the conclusion that it's going to be quicker. As big of a pain as draining the ocean is, it's not as much of a pain as... Oh, you little shit. I'm trying to work here. I'm gonna stab you with my trident. Fucker. No, I probably shouldn't cuss. My monetization. Anyway, I was trying to look at this. Where was I? So, basically, I'm figured as much of a pain in the ass as it's going to be to drain it, it's going to be even more of a pain in the ass to do everything. To basically... I guess this place isn't secured. I need to get my sword. Ryan needs to work out this lighting a little better. We're gonna head out. So, it's just the main reason is that... Okay. These things all dead. Trapped. What are these guys doing here? Shouldn't be able to spawn up here. Maybe... I guess there is technically spawnable... I ain't gotta worry about it. This is the village portal. So this is actually the portal I need. Maybe I'll take care of this guy. Alright, anyway, the point I was trying to make is that the deep slate is just so hard to remove since you can't insta-mine it. And the best way to kind of get rid of it, especially in en masse, is to use TNT. Well, with it being underwater, none of that TNT can really be used. So like any flying machine, any tunnel bore, it's going to come into massive problems because of all the water around it. So the plan is to drain the water. That way I can use the tunnel borers or potentially like a World Eater flying machine to do it. Want to hear a joke? Enderman and a zombie walked up portal. It is a funny situation. And then they say, what's this about? Or a boat. Haha. I'll be here all night. But actually, hopefully I won't be here all night. I'm just doing a 2-hour stream this time. No 7 hours. It was a shame. Like, when I figured in... You figure in stage times, my total was under 3 hours. But I guess, you know, outside the hub world, the story mode, all of that, and Freedom Plan. And I guess it doesn't count the Battlesphere stuff you did, which some of them I got stuck in a little more than I wanted to. That ends up being much longer. The tunnels, yeah. Exactly. My racist... I'm building my secret neo-Nazi racist bunker underneath the MineOSphere. Like the legends of old. Let's see. That's just netherrack, white wool. Darn it. Where's my obsidian? Do I have flint and steel on me? Looks like I don't. Do I have something to make flint and steel? Do I have flint somewhere? In this vast array of things. It shouldn't be that hard to get flint, since the ocean's covered with gravel. I'm just a little surprised I don't have any in here, unless I do, and I'm just not seeing it. Which is also 100%. Oh, yeah. That farming stream. I mean, at least I intentionally decided to do that, like a 12-hour stream for that. Though I did take a break at some point during that. I mean, that was planned, at least. I'm a little annoyed at how badly I, oh, that's Silk Dutch. I don't want Silk Dutch. I need Fortune. There we go. I still think even if you use a pick, it should still work. Oop. There we go. Now we have flint and steel. Whew, I love this sorter. I'm going to have to figure out I assume I'm going to have an item sorter kind of like this. Somewhere in my turtle. In fact, I think I have the Limatica plan still for this. So I can just place down those plans and then make it easy peasy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I put the iron away. All right, so let's get ourselves a flint and steel. Oh, yeah, flint and steel here. We'll have that component settled out. Yeah, I'm definitely underestimated how long it's going to take to do that. And that story mode is it's something, all right. Okay, let's head back to the nether. And we shall hit up the, I believe it's green light that made the bartering. Green light's good old bartering area. It should have plenty of obsidian for us. Talk to some hoglins. Get ourselves some obsidian. Should have got some fireworks, maybe. That's alright. We'll worry about the fireworks later. Here we are. Didn't they add some item sorter? Whoa. Who ended up putting all this? I think this might have been Tom that did this, right? The sorting machine. You went nuts. Going crazy with this. Whoa, check this out. Is it labeled somewhere? Blackstone. There's crying obsidian. Can you use crying obsidian for the portal? I don't think so. Oh, here we go. I'll take a little stackaroonie of that. Tom with his crazy inventions. We got it. We got the obsidian. No, you didn't. You didn't label them. That's all right. I won't complain since it's useful. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's always that one component missing. It's like wood. No one ever thinks about wood. But they're useful for sticks. Oh, and like... Oh, I guess you could get leather pretty easily in the next farm, but yeah. The leather and sticks for the item frames are a little bit tough. Well, that are signs, you know. I always preferred item frames, so... Just looking and seeing the item is... I think a lot easier than reading it. Especially with how the signs look, you know? Seeing a picture is just... I think the human brain processes it easier. Mm-hmm. Wood, yeah. Oh. I guess I looked at him while I was heading out. Can't move though, buddy, so I don't know why you're trying to start something you can't finish. But here we go. Later. Actually, not sure what I'm doing here. I need to head back. We're doing things a little out of order. Now, let's find our... I think the 111's negative though. So let's find our 115 11 with 11 11. Okay. Yeah. That's the wrong way. Yep. We go negative 11 11. Actually, I didn't record my original coordinates. Which I guess we can less times by 8 and figure out, but... Alright, so this would be... Y'all. Which isn't quite near anything. Alright, so... Let's portal. We'll be cool and make the full, use the full 10. Ooh. Oh, actually I should. Do I not have any wood on me? I always have wood on me. It's a trick question because I always have my exploration chest on me. Let's get this guy in. Let's make ourselves a crafting table. And then we can make some slabs. We'll slab it up. I don't want anything to spawn. No spawnable spaces here. One of the useful things about having a... Where did my axe go? Alright, there it is. Guess I left it in the, I never used the poor thing anymore. Just been mining so much. Feel bad for it. Fell into disservice. Alright, so we'll light that portal. But we won't go through it because we want to set up a portal on the other side that is going to be our portal. Actually, might as well label it. We'll be nice. We'll be good neighbors. And we will label our, we'll get some wood to label it. Here, so throw down the crafting table. We'll make some planks. Stick. Sign. This will be hard to read, but you can read it nonetheless. Put sign here. Turtle portal. David's turtle. There we go. That way everyone should be able to understand that. There we are. Okay. So we can put... Oh. Might as well get some rockets while I'm here. Brush the rockets. Break you. Let's throw these out. Put this back. Might as well also need to... Also need to dry these out while I'm here. Simplest name I could think of. Oh, don't want to lose one. All right, 36. Okay. Oh, no. We didn't want to go through there. Get distracted. I start to, new world spawn. I still haven't gotten a good look at this sweet Gothic cathedral. I do like the pillars. I like this. It does kind of look like stained glass. Using the, it has that kind of feel where like you can kind of see through it. Shame it can be in different colors. Because, you know, it does have that kind of like, we can kind of see through it a little bit. Almost like, you know, leaves. Hey, Silver Bishop. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Ooh. All right, so we'll fly over here. I think I did put it... Was it here? Or was it... No, we got 888. Because that was very easy to remember. I think it was here. It seems that should work. This should work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. Okay, so this will be... I've actually made it kind of annoying to get into it. You know what? I'm going to redesign this. Actually, yesterday's 7-hour marathon. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm surprised people do stuff like 12 or 24-hour things, but I assume they plan it and like they have like breaks kind of worked into it. Like I was planning on it being like 3 to 4 hours, and then it just kind of became 7. Like I knew it was going to take a little while, but I wasn't expecting it to take that long. Okay, so what we're going to do is... No. Don't fall. This will be easier for me to get in. Convenience is the name of the game here. There we are. Now, this will hopefully connect to the portal I put outside. It works! Hooray! I'm always, like, I've gotten pretty good at doing this, but at the same time, like, I didn't even check if they were in different chunks, but I mean, I guess that's a pretty safe assumption. The portals are good. Alright, so these are linked properly. We don't have to worry about that mess. So now we have a nice portal right here. We can just quickly and conveniently pop over. And, yeah. Get our stuff dried out. I need to, like, work on the most efficient way to do this. It seems like this is the easiest way. At least, drain it and just putting it in the corners. Because then when I want to collect this stuff, I can just go to the corner and collect everything. I'll actually demonstrate it. And I can just stand on one corner, knock this off. I'll take a bit of damage, but nothing I can't handle. And then boop, 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 boop. How's my thing full? Oh, I picked up that sign again. The sign shows up yet again. There we go. Head back up and we're good. One drained. Several more to go. Several hundred more to go. Let's get this one. This one's actually a lot more efficient on the things, I think, but it's like, I think they can absorb a certain amount. I don't know if the placement actually matters. It's like they just absorb a set amount of water. It might. Seal it off. Hop out. Need to eat some more food. Ugh. Did you hear they shot down our Chinese spy balloon? That saga is over, man. It almost does feel like it might have been a distraction, but I did enjoy it while it lasted. Some random balloon flying over while people debated whether or not we should destroy it or not. It's like its weakness. We must destroy the balloon. Personally, it's like they destroy it after it flew over the entirety of the U.S. So it seems a little moot. Like if it's gonna spy on the U.S., kind of already did it. Oh, I don't really know if it did anything, or maybe it's like a test run. It's a shame. Yeah. They must. I think they did it. 2 are classified. Was there just like? Okay, so they confirmed that it was a Chinese spy balloon instead of first, because I assume people would notice that though, you know. So they just like said it was like a weather balloon or something, and they didn't say like it was Chinese. Why isn't NORAD NORAD taking care of these things for us, Tom. I know. I don't quite get it. It almost seems a little too symbolic at the end there. Like, yeah, we took care of that Chinese balloon. Yeah. It went over the entire continental USA, but, yeah. We showed those Chinese what's up. Yeah, it was kayfabe, exactly. Those Canadians are letting those spy balloons in. Where they're scrambling the jets to blow them up over there, over their country. Dang it, Trudeau. I think he's working with the Chi-Coms. All right, so now I can just conveniently and easy. Hey, going in dry. Good morning. We're probably launching them. Oh my goodness. It's all been a ruse. We need to build a border at Canada. But instead of on the ground, it's in the sky. Some Iron Dome balloon defense system. Like the Israelis have. Montana is pretty it's pretty rural for the most part, so it probably would be quite safe to shoot that down over Montana. The chances are pretty slim. I think it's one of those cases where they're like, it's not going to do anything, so not bother about it. But then, it's like the media makes a big deal of it. It becomes like a political thing. Talking points like, oh, he's weak. Just letting this balloon fly over us. Like, darn it. Let's wait until it goes over the entire U.S. Then we'll shoot it down. That'll prove something. I guess I wonder if being part of the U.S. even under a Democrat president is better than being part of Canada. But Tom, all your free health care. It's so good, apparently. That's what I heard. Montana can suck it. I used to have some family that lived in Montana. Oh, they use the jet stream. Okay, so that's why they only go in a very specific pattern. The jet stream. Just follow that, It might have killed one mule deer. Probably. Maybe a gopher. As it landed. That's actually pretty funny. It is like, oh, they always act like we're barbarians since we don't have socialized healthcare. But I'm not sure if they would be. I'm not sure if they'd be that satisfied if they were over there paying like 50% in taxes and having to wait like what is it, like a few months to get a. Ooh, Europe. I wonder if Europe has better healthcare than Canada. Oh yeah, he'll go to Cuba and then start like I'm the true son of Castro as he tries to take that over. I don't really see Trudeau being like a dictator, though. I mean, maybe he could, but almost seems like he doesn't. He's not quite as bloodthirsty, but maybe that's just the acting. Like behind those eyes, like goofy smile, there's a crazy, crazy person. $3 months. Damn. Yeah, that is the problem with some of that stuff. It's like, at least with America, I mean, you do have to wait sometimes, some time for certain tests since they're so busy. Like, I know I had to wait. It took me quite a few months to get all the tests they wanted to perform on it. But I think it was mostly because I was younger and wasn't like a super important, or, you know, like priority in terms of need. The same jazz as Canada. Yeah, like once I get the test, I mean, you get it. It only takes a day. I know we had a thing right. My old work, we used to do medical devices, and like I could get like an X-ray. I scheduled it that week, and then they're able to get me like at least an X-ray of my chest that same week. You know, the same like right when I came in and did it. But that might have been a better than normal circumstance, since the company had those facilities in like in their company. You know, it was all part of that complex. Since one of the things they did was show doctors how to use their equipment, so they have like a lot of medical facilities there too. They also got in trouble from the federal government for trying to like wine and dine doctors. Apparently you're not supposed to like offer them kickbacks and stuff. I guess they're worried, you know, it might not be but I don't know, they'll act against, you know, the best interests of their clients, like giving them surgeries they don't really need, that kind of thing. So they made it illegal. Where you're like, oh yeah, we'll treat you to this and that, you know. That's sort of like whining and dining these doctors, you know, for them to use their products. Which I'm sure it like still happens anyway. But, you know, if they catch you, they'll fine you. I think Arthur's had to pay quite a bit of money. And it all goes to the federal government anyway, though. So it's kind of funny. It's a punishment, but like none of the money goes anywhere except the Fed. The time I got a toy car stuck up my butt. Help me right away. Leo's better than that flower vase I saw. You see some of the stuff you see on Twitter, you're like, oh my god, how did they do that? Like, you gotta be really into butt stuff to shove something that big in there. That you don't need getting surgeries you don't need is a serious problem in Germany? What, they actually like recommend stuff that you don't really need? Like they have to like, hit a quota or something? Hey, Jack. Good to see you, buddy. Indeed. It's some Sunday stream. Relaxing Sunday stream action. You play Minecraft and do fairly menial tasks. We're clearing out the water. 1 cube at a time. There'll be no ocean's level rising here, because we are draining them. That is one thing that I always kind of worry about with some doctors. It's like they might just kind of like recommend stuff. I mean, they definitely have proof of it with medicine sometimes, where they're like, yo, yeah, here you go. Have some antidepressants. Have some painkillers. Like that definitely happens. But man, like surgeries too, that would be like... That's kind of scary. You always wonder, like, what do they get from that, you know? Ooh. I was in a bonfire, 3rd-degree burn on my leg, 2nd on my hand, and whatever. I laid on the bed in the hospital for about 2 hours before she came in to check my vitals, get my name, etc. Damn. 3rd-degree burns suck. Hard. I actually had 3rd-degree burns on my foot. My entire, I think it was my left foot, yeah. I had to spend 8 days in the hospital. That was awful. Let's see. In German hospitals and doctors get paid by the stuff they have done. Oof. So they talk to people into stuff they don't need. Damn. So it's by what they do. It's like, you know, I think you need a new hip. Yep. New hip. God, that's... Oh, no. Oof. Didn't look down there. Oh, boy. That was almost a disaster. Look, this isn't hardcore Minecraft. I'd just be able to walk over and get it. Scare the crap out of me. We lived, though. How did I burn my foot? So I was about, let's see, I think about 8 or 10 years old. I went over to a friend's house, and their family had had a fire the night before. But essentially what they did to put it out was stick sand over it. You know, they just put some dirt over it and called it a day. Well, we were out playing in the backyard. My friend jumped over it, you know, that was lived there. He jumped over it. And I did not. I decided to step in it. And when I stepped on the sand, essentially, since, you know, you have those logs and the fire kind of breaks them down, they're really like brittle. They essentially, you know, like crumpled under the weight of my foot. So the sand, so my foot sunk in past the sand into the sort of hot coals that were underneath. So my entire foot was sort of surrounded, kind of like a trap, essentially. My entire right foot got surrounded by those hot coals, and like instantly I got like 3rd-degree burns. And I like pulled it out. I was like yelling, and then like I ran all the way over to their pool. They had a pool. Like I put my foot into the the pool, and like just kept it there. Like, but like all my skin, the skin had like come off. There's a bunch of skin hanging off my foot. It was extremely painful. And then I had to spend like 8 days in the hospital. But honestly, the burning part isn't the worst part of getting a 3rd-degree burn. It's the recovery, because that is long and painful. Like they did like tests to see if like I got skin, you know, would get like skin grafts from other places onto my foot. I don't think I ended up needing them, but they have this recovery system they call the whirlpool, and that thing was the worst because it basically rotates water around. I don't know why I went through this thing. Why did I go through this? Anyway, it just swirls water around your foot. It was like basically to try and get out like you know, any dirt or, you know, because they still have like embers and like ash and that kind of stuff stuck it, you know, it's kind of stuck in with the flesh, burnt flesh of my foot. And that was so painful, man. I remember when I was a kid, I was just like, they put my foot in it and I'd just be screaming bloody murder as they do it. Yelling at the top of my lungs. It was not fun. I don't remember like a lot of it since it was a long time ago, but I remember enough of it that I absolutely hated it. Oh no, I'm missing one. I'll have to go try and I hope the creeper didn't blow it up. But that's a possibility that they might have blown up the sponge. But yeah, that was awful. Really awful experience. So I hope nobody gets 3rd-degree burns. Now we have these guys. Oh yeah. And then I had to have it. Then you have to have it in like a cast for a long time after you get out of the hospital. Yeah, 3rd-degree burns suck. Nothing embedded in my egg, yeah. But I guess it worked. Did the job. I mean, I remember the last day I did it, it didn't hurt at all. It was kind of weird, like. But I guess, you know, it just either got desensitized to it or, you know, it just recovered enough that it wasn't sensitive or painful anymore. It was kind of weird. I was shocked that it didn't hurt at all the last time I used it, the last session I had. But I was relieved. Other thing I remember is my older brother, basically, as he's visiting me in the hospital, he made me this comic of like me stepping into the fire or the fireplace and like the devil underneath it shooting fire at my foot and me yelling in pain. It's one of those things that only brothers do to make fun of your traumatic experiences. We still laugh about it to this day. But yeah, that's what brothers are for. Yeah, really bad chafing sucks. Yeah, it does. That skin level, like anything that's like skin level, just some of the worst as far as like irritating, constant pain. I don't see any. To check for creepers now. So yeah, don't get 3rd-degree burns. Is the lesson. Dang, I think I did lose one of the sponges to a creeper explosion. Shoot. I probably need to look for more at some point. To make it a little bit easier. Maybe try and get a full stack of sponges. There's gear. Blub, blub, blub. Maybe you gotta finish that. You might regret it. You might regret that tomorrow, though. It's time to... There we go. We'll slowly get it. I just wish camera cell phones were... Apparently the whole thing looked pretty amazing. What, you getting burnt by the fire? I'm pretty glad camera cell phones didn't exist when I grew up. I feel like I would be like on a watch list or something. Like we would have gotten in way more trouble. Let's say randomly recorded. Or there'd be like random video on the internet of me using slurs that I get canceled for, 20 years later. Felt pretty amazing. Sure thing. I gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. This goes pretty quick. Once you get it set up, but... There's a couple first-gen self-effects of me sitting on couches while they were on fire. No pick-me on fire, though. Oh my goodness. Is that a thing you guys do in Canada? Set couches on fire? Simpler times, you know? We didn't have to put everything on social media. It is weird, man. It is weird with this stuff now. It's like... It's almost like the, even like, personal interactions, people try and drag it into like the world, like the internet sphere. I just saw a video, unfortunately. You always see like these like clown world videos or like, just people acting like complete idiots. But it's like you're getting in an argument and you're recording each other, like trying to, it's like not even like, you're not even talking to each other. It's like you're trying to prove you're right. Some lady, like some crazy biker chick. Or like, I actually saw one that was Myron and some chick ended up stomping on her foot. Or stomping on his foot. Well, she was getting in an argument with like, oh, you want to touch me, huh? It's like, eesh. You can't even have like a normal person-to-person interaction anymore. Alright, so now we just head over. Yes. This obsidian thing was a good idea. I think I'll just cover this up, actually. So we can, easy access. And we were all too drunk to load it back, so you just burn it. Couldn't be bothered to bring it back. Damn, you must have like some cheap furniture lying around. Ah, it's alright. I'll get a new one. It's some old pile of shit anyway. Just burn it. Not with the day's prices. Some thunderstorm here. It's definitely better to burn them than like throw them in a canal or something, which is what happens around here. Random furniture tossed in the canal. I have no idea why people do that either. I guess that's easier than going to the junkyard, maybe? Couldn't do it every day. I mean, yeah, the furniture does add up. There is like some people like I know like some guys that like done like delivery work or like those type of jobs where people are just like richer people are just like getting rid of shit and like, oh, you want this? Like, oh yeah, sure, and they just get, you know, some stuff for free every now and then. You know, they just want to get rid of it. So it's cheaper, like, rather than try and sell it, they just, like, want it gone. So you can get some sweet deals on easy furniture. Oh, that's a little bit of a... These are a little bit harder on the legs here. My shins. Gotta keep eating my cod. That's like kind of one of the nice things about living in a more rural area is that you can find places you can kind of like just go out and be away from everybody. I think maybe in cities it's probably not that far. Like you have to drive a few hours. Around here, like you could, if you go like spend like an hour driving, you can find some parks though. A lot of it is heavily regulated by rangers and stuff. So it's a little less like just unincorporated land. Saul was filming her dinner. Yeah, exactly. It's I would just leave at that point. It's like they're trying to film a dinner date, like just like see you later. Bye. And that's just insane. Hey, some people will do it, I guess. See how far it goes. I saw a video of this poor like kid. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say poor kid because he had it coming, but like he was like filming pranks of him like throwing like a fake. Oh, hey, buddy. Why'd you explode? There's nothing there. That shouldn't... Luckily, I won't remove any of these. That's not an object. But, like, this kid was throwing, like, a rubber snake into, like, a person's car, but the guy got out of the car and, like, just started punching the crap out of him. Like, he was an adult, too, so in that case, it's kind of like, all right, maybe it's a bit of a overreaction, but at the same time, it's like, maybe this kid needs to learn that not everybody's going to be so good about just randomly messing with them. Oh, no. Where is my... Oh no, did I lose another to a creeper? No, come on. My sponges are going down one by one. Thanks to this. I'm really gonna have to torch this place up. Get better at torching. Need to avoid these monsters are becoming a handful. Mini hood with these extra no, I think it's like HI. No, I forget what the mini hood menu is. It's not you, right? Dang it, I need to remember what the mini head menu is so I can take off the... It is kind of cool, like when you're setting up these big blue spheres. That's my conduit range, which is kind of nice when like setting things up to see like how it's going to work, you know, placement for projects like this. Like I want to maximize the amount of space for you know, maximize or like the right placement to get as much coverage for my conduits as possible. Kind of neat to see that, especially with the beacons too. But it's also kind of an eyesore when you're just doing normal stuff like this. Let's get these placed down so we don't need to worry about. Oh yeah, there's people around here that'll pick up stuff on the driveways too. Place anything into the street. Are there any? Oh God. Gear. Absolutely. There's plenty of them. They're just not online. Yeah, hopefully he learned a lesson. I think he did. Well, like that, even like that lady, that bicycle lady I saw. Like, I'm not for slapping women, but at some point, they take the too many liberties. MC. Oh, that's Lightmatica. Actually, no. Maybe it is. Maybe press C plus M. No. That's on no dating advice here. I'm not getting into that crap. Oh, yeah. M plus C. Yeah. That's like Matica. Unless, like, the My Lightmatica config menu is getting in the way of it. Let me see. I know it's actually in options, controls, keybinds, replay mod, voice chat. I thought it was. Maybe not. My old lady asked if I was watching Marty, son of Martin. Did you quickly remember? Like, nah, he doesn't stream. How's it going, Ryan? Thanks for joining me on the Sunday stream. Oh yeah, the robot claw is cool, regardless. We also, like, when Ian came through, we had the bigger ones too, those giant trucks that pick up debris. They have that giant robot claw. They have the little hydraulic things that come out the side to stabilize it, because it has to pick up some pretty heavy loads. It just grabs like a whole stack with like a giant like claw and just picks it up and puts it into the bat. Those are around for a long time, months. I think there might still be some around too. It's just so much debris when something like that comes through. Picking everything up. It came, from all over the state, and some even maybe out of state. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the mini HUD menu keybind. Keep forgetting. Oh, H and C. Ouch. I'm being attacked by a trident guy. Always with the trident. No trident, though. I'm actually kind of disappointed. One thing I don't like is just how weak the trident is compared to the sword in terms of damage. Yeah, H and C. So now, H, C. Here we go. Info facing. That's fine. That's fine. Time and real. Oh wait, I think it's renders. Here we go. Overlay beacon. We can turn that off. Light level, yes, we want that. Conduit range, there we go. Aye, aye, aye. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. There we go. Now we can see it. Looks much nicer. Much cleaner. Though I did like, speaking of Red Morning, I did like the one with that flaw of, whatever, flawed? That was nice. I don't know if I was able to watch the whole thing or not, but it was actually pretty amazing how upbeat he is, based on when you hear like his life story. That part's pretty inspiring. There we go. My sponge count's dwindling after this series of setbacks from creepers. It's very annoying. Oh, we must preserve. We'll have to do some more ocean mining and exploration a little later. We'll get some really nice ones. Nah, yeah. I just decided to go get him out of here. I mean, we know who it is. We all know who it is. And it's probably not worth it. He'll be back with another account, so it's no big loss. And no, they're not, as far as I know. I kind of wish they were. You know, like how you could grow them or something. Maybe that's one of like Minecraft's environment things, you know? It's like, oh, sponges are rare. We save the environment. You'd think they show up at a coral reef. But I mean, I guess it's okay with keeping them like that, because I mean, you really need something in this game to actually give you a reason to explore some of this stuff. Like the ocean monument, like this is kind of one of the big, you know, sort of like treasures from it that you can't get anywhere else. So make them craftable might kind of defeat that purpose. They have been adding, I don't know if you've seen some of the 1.20 update stuff, but they're adding an armor trim. So doing that as a sort of incentive to explore some of these places. Because each different structure is going to have a different style of armor trim. So you're going to get one from like the ocean monuments, woodland mansions. The desert temple is going to have one. And in order to actually give yourself the netherite armor, you're going to have to get a special smithing template from the bastions. So you can't even get netherite armor until you found a bastion and explored it and got that. Once you get the templates, you're able to replicate them using a bunch of diamonds, which is I actually think is kind of cool because honestly, regular diamonds do not have enough uses in the current game compared to like just trading with villagers. Yeah, I think it's really cool. It's like it's not necessary, but it's kind of a cool like flex thing, which they definitely need. Yeah, Zach, I was streaming for like 7 hours yesterday. It was pretty awesome, but it took a long time. I really enjoyed Freedom Planet 2. It's a fun game, really fun to play. Though, honestly, I think I might have like as far as like showing the game off, I might have done it a disservice because I was using a pretty brainless strategy to get the part times cleared because I wanted to kind of get it done. Like the whole point of the stream was getting the rarest achievement. So I made sure I eliminated as much potential for failure as possible, which may not have shown off the game as well as I could have. Like using the shield, that shield item is kind of a cheaty way to do it. And I'm not really all that good with that character. It was the first time playing Nira. So the whole thing was a little bit probably not the best, not the best display of skill for the game. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Valheim, yeah, you definitely got to explore, figure out what's going on. Explore the map. Hopefully we'll get hopefully the server will be more stable next time we go there. And then we'll be able to explore more of the Black Forest and get some more copper and that kind of thing. More copper, more tin. It was so sad trying to get that cart. All I wanted to do was get a single cart to the camp base, but disconnecting and the cart disappears. And then you can't find it again. Like there might be like 5 carts across the land, across that world somewhere, but I have no idea where it is. We almost got it. We almost got it. I hope, yeah, like we'll be able to bring some copper back to the base. Oh, okay. I assume there was that. I don't know if I want to use that. But it would be nice to find a merchant. Get some of that, because he sells you the Majoran. What is it? It's not the Majorner, is it? Or the what is it? The Megarum? That whatever the belt's called. That belt that gives you extra carrying capacity is really awesome. And I believe he also sells the fishing pole. If my memory serves me correct. Server hasn't crashed since, so it may have just been the network at the data center, huh? Maybe. So we should blame the Netherlands. Then. And their shitty internet. Yeah, I've been a guest. Bye. Jack, I knew it. It's Darth Jack. He puts on the hoodie and then decides to destroy our streams. Yeah, fishing pole. There's a game mechanic that allows you to transfer ores while being encumbered without using a cheap command. Really? How is that? How do you do such a thing, Santiago? I mean, besides, and like, we're not talking like logging into a different server than logging back out, right? All right. Look at this. Got the whole first column done. See, like this one I kind of messed up and didn't have the right width, but on this one, like, I'm spacing it out. Spacing it out and the correct way to get the maximum amount. See where Rob had to shave? No, I didn't see that. Poor Rob had to shave his beard. I mean, was it on purpose? Yes, the fishing pole. All right, that's a different one. Same thing. It's the only we are talking about. That's the only way to go fast without spawn commands. Oh no, I hate when that happens. When I'm doing that trimming and that's like. You like kind of mess up on the side, like, oh no, and now I gotta like try and fix it on that side, but then you fix it on that side, and it's like, what am I building? I'm building cubes that I'm going to use a sponge on to then drain the ocean. So I'm essentially doing this, but like times it by 1,000. This will take a while. Definitely takes some time. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough stone to do it either. Well, thankfully I have plenty of stone, and it's lying right here underneath the ocean. I can always like strip the area I have done down and just get a ton of stone. One of the issues is like a lot of times I mine with my regular pick or my fortune pick, and it becomes cobblestone. So I have much more cobblestone than I do regular stone. It's dedication for sure. But that's like when you... This is the downside of doing like mega builds. Especially if it involves clearing out a large area. Is that it looks like... It just seems... It does take a long time. With a lot of like kind of like tedious stuff. Tedium. But you know, kind of like... Set it up to do it, and I put a lot of time in it already, so... I must prevail. Straight edge, yeah. I use this trimmer. I don't shave all that often. I don't have anything against it. It's just it's so much quicker. I really should make more time to shave. It's actually quite relaxing. Like if you take the time, you know, and you eat your face up properly, and, you know, get the cream. The shaving soap and that kind of stuff, and then slowly and methodically shave. It's actually quite relaxing. It's just, you know, setting yourself time to do it. That can be a pain. Yes, I do. A little bit. That's more under my chin, not really my jaw. It doesn't really grow that well. Underneath it. It's mostly just under the chin. Oh, that's awesome. It's probably something I should get better at doing, is trimming my beard. I've heard tips where they said like don't trim it in the shape of your face. So you kind of have to like do it the opposite. Or like, you know, if like your jaw is like more rounded, and you want to kind of go with more like a straight cut on the beard. Kind of like give it, kind of make it stand out. Which I can kind of see. Like you don't want to just like make your face look fatter. You want it to use it to kind of shape your face. Oh, yeah. Watch the barber do it. That is, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. The way Tim Pool's been acting recently. Maybe more of a curse. It's like, oh no. The more I look like Tim Pool, it's like growing those unfortunate souls that had like a Jack Murphy beard. Then Jack Murphy like goes off the deep end. It's like, oh no, I know how to change it now. I think Tim Pool's like look is fairly commonplace. I usually get mine cut at the barber now too. I do a good job of it. Much better than I actually do. Oop. Dang, I went too far. That's the only thing I gotta worry about sometimes is like, oh dang, see, like now I kind of messed it up. Trim it, yeah, gotta look good when you go out. Something I've been trying to improve more and more is looking better even when I'm going out to like just pick up something from the store. It's like a 10-minute trip, you know, round trip. But putting on like some decent looking clothes. I mean, nothing like special, like super special, but you know, better than I would normally. Not going out like the stuff I'd wear around the house. Here we go. One in each corner until we go all the way down to the ground. Boop. I do need to start putting light sources here. That way creepers don't show up. Must remember to do that. To reduce the possibility of creeper incidents. Like we had last time. Man, you ever eat like nuts and then like an hour later, one like a small piece of like peanut randomly gets stuck in the back of your throat? Does that happen to me? I suppose, but you know, like a t-shirt, Crocs, and like basketball pants is no matter how jacked you are, it does send a certain message. So like that's what I've been trying to avoid. Like I think it'd look even better if you had you know, like a nice thing of jeans, some boots, and a t-shirt. Yeah, so in like, you know, combing your hair. Oh yeah. Thankfully, I'm not allergic to nuts, but I actually have a niece that is, and a cousin in my family that are allergic to nuts. That does suck, because you really have to watch out what you eat to make sure you don't, because a lot of stuff is processed with nuts, you know. Like dark fitting jeans, yeah, black t-shirt, leather jacket. Yeah, exactly. I don't have a leather jacket, but it's Florida, so I feel like with Florida, like a leather jacket, you're just, I guess you could look, but holy moly. Same thing with like black, you know, black shirts. They're just so hot. Nah, I know you're not allergic to nuts. But, yeah. Some of that's, like, I just don't like black. I don't know why. I don't like wearing black. That's one of the things I kind of hate about, like, it's like a very common thing for, like, masculine style. I'm like, a lot of times I look at it, it's like, eh. Black shirt, jeans. Oh no, what happened? Like, do you just like swell up? Like, you don't start choking, do you? That's not like that bad, right? Yeah. Especially during Black History Month. Yeah, white tees, yeah. I usually wear like more browns, olives. That's kind of what I enjoy more. Like some like warmer colors. I think warm brings out my skin tone better. Red every now and then. For some reason, like when I wear that, it makes my skin seem a little bit browner. Strangely enough. Oh, dude, I have the worst luck with Henleys. Like, either, like, I ordered a medium, and it was, like, the sleeves were, like, too short. I ordered a large, and it's almost seems, it's too thick, you know, it's too long and loose. So it's, like, almost feels like, kind of like a pajama pant. Oh, it's starting to get bad, but okay. Well, that's good. Thank God. Like, I've known people with, like, bug allergies. Like, they get stung by a bee, like, or, like, a spider. Stung by a spider. Like, they need to, like, EpiPen. They're in, like, some serious trouble. But that must stink. Oh, yeah. I do enjoy purple, too. I have a purple shirt. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it's like, if you're, like, tall and skinny, you have a lot of shirts don't seem to fit that well. Yep. Lanky. That lanky body type. just does not work well with clothes. Maybe I do need to find a tailor. Well, that's good. Yeah, I assume you'd want to avoid an issue rather than have to rely on that. Uh-oh, I'm out of stone. Oh yeah, exactly. It's better to be lanky than fat, I suppose. All right, so let's throw these random things in here. I keep collecting zombie flesh because they won't leave me alone. Clear out the inventory. I guess this is why I put the axe in here. I'm just trying to get as much inventory as space as I can. No, I gotta clean this out too. Kelp. Kelp. I'm slowly clearing out some of this inventory in these boxes as I take out all the stone. See, the problem with any deep slate and even cobblestone is you can't insta-mine it. And I want, when I have to take these things down, I want to be as quick as possible. Like, that's not quite an insta-mine. It's close, but yep, that is just not unacceptable. When you're doing it like you're moving hundreds of thousands, or maybe it's tens of thousands of blocks. Like, I might start using andesite. Andesite. Oh, you almost saw someone's throat nearly close up from allergic reaction. Epion pierced her clothes and went right into her skin. You could actually hear the sound of the injection. Ugh. I'm always thinking, like, did you ever see, what's that movie, The Rock? Where they use, where, like, they have, like, the one, like, serum for the biological weapon, like, where you have to, like, stab it into your heart. I don't know why that sticks in my mind so much, but I always imagine, like, that scene. Like, ugh. All right. Got some stone here. I might have to farm some more stone. I wonder if how much stone I have back at my base. Pulp. Oh, I haven't seen the Pulp Fiction scene of that. I need to watch Pulp Fiction sometime. Seems like one of those cultural classics. I'm sticking this in here. Get another thing of stone. Yes. To answer your question, absolutely. 100 freaking %. The Rock is on the gas, as they say in the industry. Yeah, exactly. It's a dramatic effect, you know? Yeah, The Rock is 100% on steroids. I mean, he looks great, but like I don't think like it's physically possible. Like even with like all the stuff he does, like at his age to like look that good. I just don't see how it's possible to not have be supplementing. No, absolutely. I mean, he looks phenomenal, but there's just no way. Luckily, I don't think he actually says he's natural, or doesn't try and sell you like some ancestral tenets to look like him. So I'm a-okay. Yeah, but I mean, like even then, like if you're that old, like how are you gonna be able to work out that much if you don't have, you know, some help with the recovery? VX, yeah, Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. Oh, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. I think I saw it not that long ago for some reason. Just happened to see it. I always thought it was fun. Fun sort of like 90s style action movie. He does claim to be natural? I don't believe that for a second. I mean, look, like, he definitely has the resources to have like the best stuff around, but I just can't believe that. Like, I know he has his own personal chef that prepares his meals and too. So like he's got all like his macros, like all that stuff is sorted out for him. It's a James Bond movie. Never touched it again. Come on. Maybe he uses a different type. Hormone replacement therapy. Or, I don't know, maybe. I just, haven't bothered, like, seeing, like, a doctor or anything to do that kind of thing. I mean, to me, it's not that much of a priority as far as, like, being jacked. But, I mean, if there was, like, other health benefits, like, as far as, like, mood and, you know, energy, I would definitely consider it. I'm definitely not against it as a... Unless you're going to, like, competition where it's banned, like, I don't see a problem with it. And PEDs, but I guess that's the whole point of calling them PEDs. As long as you're honest about it, and you're not, like I said, not trying to use it to give you an unfair advantage, though. I gotta imagine, like, from what I've heard from almost any person in, like, competitive sports, that everybody's doing it. Or, you know, it's, like, so common that if you want to have, like, a fighting chance, you're gonna have to deal with it. Well, yeah, I think as people, like, learn more about it. Oh, good. Yeah, so you haven't, like, noticed, like, it's not like a night and day difference, Jinko? When your levels are different? Oh, I don't know, you could take it in a gel, too. A bit of a vibe with Sean Connery, who plays a British agent in the movie. I guess, yeah, he is kind of playing like a James Bond style character. Man, I miss Sean Connery. I was thinking about the other day when I was watching that video of that crazy biker chick, and Sean Connery said, like, sometimes, you know, you just gotta smack her, like, if she's emotionally unstable. I'm like, man, you know, there might be some truth in that. Lifting, eating, yeah, your lifestyle, essentially. It's just supposed to help you out. All right. Let's get this. Get this down, and then we will. Maybe. More realistic take on Jim. Yeah. I don't mean James Bond was ever super realistic. It's more about the sort of fun of the experience. Oh, I really wonder who they're going to get to do the next James Bond. Some people were like, "Oh, Henry Cavill could play him." I thought that was probably not a bad idea. Like, kind of like reminds him like a Pierce Brosnan type of Bond. You know, he's got that sort of like suave look. As long as it's not a woman. Oh, Bishop. Idris Elba? I'd rather not have being a black guy. I think that's kind of weird, but I think he could definitely play. I think he'd definitely be good as like a special agent. He has that kind of look, you know. I just think it'd be weird for him to be James Bond. Like having like a race swap James Bond. Tom Hardy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Tom Hardy is off the top of my head. Jamie Bond. Oh, yeah, God. Jamie Bond. Nah, no female James Bond. Though honestly, I feel like James Bond has kind of slowly gotten more away from that sort of like womanizer style of Bond. And actually, I think the person that like looks over the James Bond brand is female, which is crazy. Timothy Chalamet. I don't know who that is, unfortunately, either, off the top of my head. I'm pretty bad with pop culture and celebrities. He's not that one guy that did the, he's not the one guy that did that video, right? What? The new Superman, man. I don't know why they're going with a teenage Superman. Like, I know they want to do like the origin story, or like a younger one. I think that, to me, that doesn't seem like a good idea. I'd rather see an adult, full-grown Superman. You know, someone that's like has that kind of like chiseled jaw. Like, I thought Henry Cavill would be a really good, was an awesome looking like Superman. Unfortunately, the movies were kind of, let's say, like the Truth, Justice, American Way, and more the more like that sulky style Superman for whatever that director's name is. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Snyder. Snyder Superman kind of sucked. I haven't watched the new Dune. I've never been I never read the books. I've never really been into Dune. Oh yeah, it'll be cool if they actually. I'm excited to see a 40K version of Cavill. If he can make it good. Like, I've seen some fan stuff, and it's pretty good. Pretty fun. If they can make it fun and violent. I kind of have, like, that kind of almost, I like, some of the Snyder stuff is good. I don't necessarily, I just didn't like I thought the Justice League movies were kind of shit, but that's actually, the Justice League is not necessarily entirely his fault. You know, that had a lot of issues beyond him. Like, you know, him being replaced because of a health issue. But I just didn't like the energy. I always thought, like, it's usually like DC. Astartes was I'm not sure. Is that a name of a series? The Astartes? I'll have to check that out. I think it'd be really cool, like, have them either, like, fighting Tyranids in, like, a Space Hulk, or, you know, like, them tracking down gene stealers in, like, a hive world. And then, like, hopefully, like, some, like, large-scale conflict where the Marines come in and, like, start wrecking shit. You know, like, deep striking in. Oh, his daughter self-deleted, damn. Well, a family affair. Yikes, that's unfortunate. Poor guy. No, but that would be sweet. No. My wall. Christopher, he did a good job of those. He kind of had that, you know, that vibe, that normal Superman vibe that I like. Whereas, like, just like a good guy with superpowers, you know, trying to save the world. Not trying to make it some deep, complex thing. I even like the, occasionally I'll watch the older Supermans, which is kind of funny because he never fights like super villains. He just fights like regular like gang members or like mafia guys. And he stops them. It's more almost like I want to say it's almost like a detective show, you know? It's like you have to like figure out like where is the danger, you know? Where are the bad guys hiding out? Of course, he doesn't like cheat with like super OP hearing and vision. He's just, you know, he's, you know, fast and super strong. Like he uses investigative journalism to try and figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, absolutely. They gotta do Space Marines justice. As far as like how strong they are. Yeah. They don't make it as much of a thing. Or they don't like slap you in the face with it. Is that the one where he turns back time? That is probably the most ridiculous moment in like any Superman movie though. That makes absolutely no sense. I reverse the world spinning by flying around and go back in time. I mean, to me, it's like with Superman, you have to like give him people he has to protect. Like he can't. It's rare that he's in actual danger since he's so strong. But like the real danger, like is he able to save the people he cares about? You know, like the people on the plane or the like, Lois, who somehow gets into trouble all the time, or like that's one of the reasons like Jimmy was a main character. Oh, you like spinning around the whole, like, going around the world to turn back in time. Going to wrap around this. Yeah. Gotta love time travel. I guess you gotta have somebody. Yeah, truckers are always assholes. You gotta have somebody, like... Just a random, like, rough character. Some questionable logic behind the whole move. If it works, it works. Poor truckers, man. They get the brunt of it. You fly backwards and kill. Exactly. Come on, Superman. Go further back in time. No one had the balls to make that movie. Goes back, kills Hitler, but then like some like Jewish regime takes over the world. I mean, that would never get made, but be an interesting concept. You never know the consequences of time travel. Isn't the whole... Oh, I guess, now I think about it, Red Alert kind of did that. Where, like, Einstein travels back in time, then kills Hitler, but then, like, Russia becomes, like, this an even bigger, like, superpower, and is threatening to, like, destroy the globe. There's always, like, an insane plot for a movie. As American propaganda pieces. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people always like... I think propaganda sometimes got a bad rap. But, like, I mean, when a country's legitimately trying to kill you. Like a legitimate threat. And at least it makes, like a good... kind of a good plot. But nowadays, like... all we can have is, like, Russia. You can't have, like, China as a bad guy. Because they want to settle that market. I guess, trade... global trade really has made us a lot friendlier. So you gotta be very careful, like, what country you insult with, by making it a villain. Oh yeah, Marty McFly. That was actually one of kind of a good time travel movie. I don't know if, I think really you can't even worry too much about the logic. You just have to hope the story is compelling enough that people will just not think about it too much. The weather balloonist might have changed. I don't think so. Weather balloon incident was fun, but I think probably a little bit little bit overdone. I think most people making the point that, you know, your phone is probably more of a Chinese spy device than any balloon will ever be is pretty accurate. I keep wondering, though. Everyone keeps saying that the Chinese economy is going to crash, but I haven't seen it yet. And the 2000s were honest. What can it be? When the proxy, the Bush administration is the bad guys. I didn't see that when they tried to. I assume like they were made by liberals at that point, so they tried to make America like seem like the bad guy. But probably in a kind of like a ham-fisted way. Instead of a nuanced way. Was kind of interesting, like right after 9/11. So I think it's probably one of the reasons superheroes became so popular. Is right after 9/11. It seemed like, you know, that Spider-Man movie like exploded. You know, like have him like swinging like next to a giant American flag. And of course, I think it was kind of set in New York. If I'm not, I'm right? So like that was kind of a big thing, and kind of launched that superheroes like into like a giant multi-year thing. Flies and weapons, yeah. There's definitely some stuff going on there that wasn't true. I never quite know if like they're better off now than they were then. I don't know if I bet on it. But you never know. Oh yeah, I heard about that. That one dev that got banned from what was it? What's the site? I've used it too, Nexus. Yeah, Nexus mods. Nexus banned that mod. Replaces the LGBT tags with American ones. Oh, that was the funniest outrage I've seen in a while. Oh no, not my flags. Yeah, I'm quite sure it was Nexus Mods. They're super popular mod site for any pretty much most major titles that have mods on them. It's kind of sad. Some of those mod places. It's like they've become bigger and more popular, but like more restricted too. As far as like what you can do with it. Like I don't think you're allowed to like host mods that like have you like harming children or something like that. Like on Skyrim, I remember like all those kids were like super annoying. I always thought like, man, it'd be a great mod if you could just like kill them. But I believe that will get you banned for it, you know? Which is kind of sad. Because I always wanted to like Fusro Da child off the off of a cliff or something. Ah, spider. He's come to attack me. Oh yeah, yeah. The patriotism is definitely a big part of the. Definitely done right, or even done kind of a manipulative, at least it can still get you. It's actually kind of nice that Steam hosts some of their mods on their directly on their site. That made it really easy. I was hoping like there'd be more ways for mod makers to profit off of it. But there's always been like a big dust up in the mod community about like whether or not there should be charging, you know, for it. Or like payment options potentially for it. People have always been super resistant to that. But I personally think that if they had a way to monetize it, you know, like you pay for the mod. I think it might have been Bethesda actually that was trying to like work that out. Like I don't see an issue with it. People are like, oh, they're just gonna have mods fix their game and then charge money for it. So you're gonna be playing more for your game. I always figured like if they're able to make money, they just make more mods. And of course, but there's also issues with like quality and that kind of stuff and like theft. But overall, personally, I think I'm all for people having more ways to make cash. Oh yeah, I mean, I think Steam like being able to just basically being a publisher. Don't they still have that like Hitler dating sim on the site? Good old Dick Cheney, man. I haven't heard about him in forever. Is he still alive? I think, you know, the more lenient a distribution platform is, the better. As far as like letting on stuff that it likes. Or, you know, letting on, you know, stuff that people want. Oh yeah, there was a... Yeah, I mean, there is a question like... I assume you would need the developer's permission to monetize mods made on their game. You know, it's like... Because, I mean, like, you're going to, like, make Minecraft. Though I think Minecraft has its own marketplace where creators can make stuff and then sell it on the marketplace. I don't know how restricted that is, but I mean that's one way for them to like cash. I always thought the idea like cashing in on like creative communities in your game was always like a really cool idea. Because then, you know, people that play the game get a bunch of content. You know, the people that are making it get to make money, potentially like make a living or like some extra off stuff making content for your game. To me, it always seems like kind of like natural progression of the gaming communities. But yeah, I mean, like being able to monetize making things. I mean, they do take like donations, but it would kind of be nice to like straight up ways to support them. And yeah, in Gico, there was like a Hitler dating sim, I think at some point. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. But it's it's calling. I think most people like started sending it to people as a gift to like as a joke. I'm not really surprised they allowed some of like the 18 plus games too on the platform. I think they were resisting that for a while. Like the visual novel stuff and that kind of thing. Ah, people want it. That's true. I think, I don't know if what Gabe's sort of opinions on it is. You know, whether it like kind of maintains like an older school culture in the place. It always seems like one of the things, like as it like loses kind of its older, a lot of the older members, it kind of loses that culture and starts, you know, pandering like crazy. Oh yeah, they gotta make a ton of money off that stuff. And of course, none of it involves making any video games. We'll never get our Half-Life 3. I'm pretty sure that one Half-Life game, the only reason they made it was to advertise their headset. That Alex game. Oh yeah, put regional restrictions on stuff. Based on, I mean, I think in some ways you have to do that. Based on the laws of the country. Ah. Got our sponges. Can't believe we lost 2 sponges to creepers. That's unfortunate. I will have to try and find some time to collect more. Get myself a stack of them. But I think we're going to call it here. That's been 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. On my usual time. We're not doing 7 hours. 7-hour stream today. It's too much. I've already streamed like what? Almost over 10 hours this week. That's pretty good. They are all blocked in China while Steam, thanks to a partnership with Tencent. Yeah. Sure, Aaron, sure. Yeah, because I think with China, you have to partner with somebody. Because I know Overwatch, I think, had to go down in China because it was having some contract negotiations with them. You know, like, they had to get an internet provider. Like a service provider for China. Which, that's China's problem, not mine. The dang commies. So there we go, a nice stream. We got some work done. Of course, you can see just how much effort, it was 2 hours and like, I'm trying to think who, and boom. We got a little more done, but it kind of gives you an idea just how long this could take. But honestly, it still seems like it's going to be faster than just straight up digging this stuff out. I mean, I'm dead serious. I cannot tell you just how long this area, to clear this area out, took me. Oh gosh. Oof. There's a lot of OSHA hazards around here. Don't fall. Don't fall down. We will be continuing to work on this. I don't know if I'll next stream. I might next Sunday stream. I might go back and maybe do either hardcore or create. We'll see. I'll kind of like switch it up. Only problem with like this type of thing is I can't really like make a highlight video of it because I mean like it's literally just making walls. But I will. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I'll talk to you